Season 18 of Apex Legends is officially here, and with it has come a lot of changes, specifically to ranked play. In this video, I'm going to break down the 5 best legends to rank up fast, effectively, and efficiently in Season 18 of Apex Legends. This list isn't going to be your typical 5 just best legends period in the game. They're specifically the 5 best legends to rank up based on their kit, their playstyle, and all of their utility. Because Season 18 ranked play is so much different than Season 17 and past seasons, it changes up what players, what legends get the most value in these high pressure, high LP situations. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into it. We're going to start with number 5, and before I say who this is, I just want to stress one more time, this is not the 5 most broken or S-tier legends in the game. Some of them are definitely S-tier legends. These are specifically 5 legends that if you really want to master ranked play, really want to level up your game and get a lot of LP, you want to be playing one of these 5 legends primarily because they are so good at what they do and they achieve so much for the team. So number 5 on this list is going to actually be Crypto. We are inching further and further away from a scan meta. Seer's been nerfed, Bloodhound isn't what it used to be, Vantage is hardly a scan legend. Crypto, though, is a great legend for ranked play this season. The reason I say that is because he is able to get so much value in his drone for his team. Ranked play this season, there's not as much ratting, but there's a lot of teams that are strategically playing to get to the end game. There's a big difference. So with all the teams playing to get to the end game, it makes Crypto's kit much more valuable because your team is able to stay alive longer. Your team is able to make it out of bad situations and make it further and further along into the game. As well as circles get smaller, when you start fighting, third parties and fourth parties and fifth parties are going to happen more often because more teams are surviving later into the game. With Crypto, if you have your drone up, that's going to prevent a lot of third parties. But also, if you're a good Crypto, you can scan banners, scout around in a moment of downtime to keep yourself from being third partied and to always make sure you're on guard at all times. Because of this, Crypto is a great legend to play, and if you're good at him, this isn't just for anyone, it's for if you're good at Crypto or want to commit yourself to learning Crypto, you can have a huge impact and rank up fast in Season 18. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Loba. And in the past, Loba has been ranked highly because you've been able to loot very quickly and then just rush teams right off the bat. That's not the reason she's ranked so highly in this season, though. Because in this season, because KP is so irrelevant outside of the top 10, you don't need to be pushing unnecessary fights at the beginning of the game. But Loba is really great for the end game. With so many teams surviving so late into the game, you're going to burn through resources a lot faster. Not to mention, you're not going to have as many resources off of drop because of less shield spawns and less attachment spawns. So you're going to be spending a lot of resources, a lot of crafting, getting shields, getting attachments rather than crafting shield bats and meds. So it's really important to make sure you have all the resources you need. One of the worst feelings in this game is being in a good position, but running out of ammo or running out of meds. Loba almost completely takes that issue away. And in games where there's 10 to 12 teams left in the 4th circle, it's crucial and very important to have resources, and Loba is a great way to make sure you're always full on supplies without having to risk your life to get them. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Bangalore. Now, Bangalore is considered an S-tier legend by many, many people. Her ultimate did get a nerf this past season, and you get it very, very slowly. But the rest of her kit is still phenomenal. Her passive makes her a hard target to hit on rotations, makes her better for duels and 50-50 gunfights. She's a very hard target to hit in 50-50s when she's strafing left and right at any range. And her smokes give the team a ton of value. You can rotate with smokes. You can make an aggressive push with smokes. You can stall enemies with smokes. You can get reses with smokes. She's just such a versatile character. And if you know how to play Bangalore, you're going to get a ton of value out of her and be able to control the map, control the pace that fights are happening as well as almost anyone else can. And that's the name of the game in Season 18 of Ranked. You have to be controlling the pace and controlling the map. You can't just run at people, and you got to make sure people aren't just able to run at you. And Bangalore is great at keeping both of those things from happening. Coming in at number 2 is actually going to be Gibraltar. Now, Gibraltar is one of my favorite legends in Apex, and in my opinion is one of the most underrated legends in the game. Especially in Season 18, he gets so much value. I could make a whole 15-minute video on what makes him so good this season, but I'll try to summarize it really briefly right here for you. With less weapon attachment spots and really less armor spawns in the game, his gun shield becomes much, much better. He's going to get so much more value because the less overall health you have, the higher percentage of health that 50 is going to be. For example, if you have a red shield and 225 health, 50 shield on the gun shield puts you up to 275. So the value is still the same, but it's only like a 15 or 20% actual health increase. But if you're fighting with a blue shield, you have 175 health, and then that 50 gun shield is going to put you at 225, which is more of a 25 to 30% increase in health. Not only that, he's also a support character who can craft beacons, who's going to be able to get resources much easier. And with his bubble, he is one of the best 50-50 legends in the game for gunfights. If you're ever in a 1v1 or your teammates are relying on you to frag for kills, Gibby is one of the best legends you can play. And not to mention that, but his ultimate as well is, in my opinion, better than Bangalore's, and it got buffed this season with a much faster cooldown time. So with all that, I think Gibby is one of the most underrated characters in the game this season. And if you're playing for placement, but also playing for kills, and you want to get a ton of value out of your kit, Gibby is one of the best characters that you can play. Coming in at number 1 is going to be Catalyst. If you've watched any of my recent videos or have paid any attention to the game, this will be no surprise to you. Catalyst is, in my opinion, the best legend in the game. I have a whole video explaining why I think she's so good, so I'm not going to go into all of that right now. You can go watch that video if you want to. But she is such a great defensive legend. In the end game, if you're in a good position, she's almost impossible to push because of her abilities. But if you're in a bad position, her ultimate can put you in a great position on a very safe rotation. You can split off enemies, you can isolate fights, you can prevent third parties. You can do so much with Catalyst. She is, in my opinion, the best legend in Apex. And if you want to climb, if you're serious about climbing, commit yourself to learning Catalyst. The good thing about her is she doesn't require a lot of mechanical skill to be good at. But she does require a lot of mental skill and understanding of the game and understanding when and where to use her abilities. So commit yourself to learning her. And a good way to start would be by watching my most recent video on Catalyst to see exactly what makes her as good as she is. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me in this video. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think about this list in the comments below. Again, I know I left out people like Horizon, people like Pathfinder, but this wasn't the top 5 legends in the game. It's the top 5 legends to climb ranked with in a variety of scenarios. Horizon, for example, is not a great solo queue character. You need a lot of coordination and a lot of a team understanding how she plays and what to do with her. So I think she's much harder to climb with than each of these 5 legends that I've listed here. These 5 legends, if you know what you're doing, you're able to play around any situation, any teammates, and get a good opportunity to place highly and get a lot of LP. That's going to do it for me, guys. If you enjoyed, let me know. Give me all your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe if you want more Apex Legends content, because I'm going to keep pumping it out as best as I can. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.